Well, the radical left has just done it again. They just proposed a couple days ago one of the most extreme gun control proposals I have ever seen. And this isn't getting talked about enough. So I decided I want to make a video on this detailing what's exactly in the bill by using an article by the NRA, which I have my grievances with, but they actually do a pretty good summary of the garbage bill this is. So this isn't good. It's the NRA. I'm not a big fan of the NRA, but they do detail the bill itself pretty good. And I want to go over most of it because I need to bring this up to more attention, because if this passes, we are screwed. People say H.R. 1, the voter bill, which I'm going to talk about later, is bad. This bill makes that bill look great. So let's just get right into it. This is by Sheila Jackson Lee, who's a Democrat from Texas, of all states. Texas, eh? That's not going to go well. So let's just read all of this. Imposed licensing of firearms and ammunition for possession of any firearm or ammunition. Oh, yay, so you need to own a license just to own a gun. Yay, here we go. Impose an additional license to display an antique firearm in the home. So, already, you could need to have 2 freaking licenses just to own a single gun. I mean, read this. To own a gun, you need a license. But to even display a gun, ooh, you need to give us another license. Really? Impose an additional license for possession of military-style weapons. So you could have 3 licenses just to own a single gun. This is absurd already. So if you own like an old-fashioned machine gun from like 1940 or something like that, I'm not an expert at guns at all, but you own like a World War II gun, well, you need a license because you own a gun, you need a license for that, and ooh, you want to display that? Yeah, you need another license. Ooh, and also, you have a military-style weapon? Ooh, you need a 3rd license just to own a gun. This is from a week ago. This isn't from like 1822. This is from a week ago. Impose mandated firearm liability insurance with a yearly fee of $800. So they're going to tax you just to own a gun. Guys, this is insane. This is Obamacare 2.0, the garbage mandates. Oh, you must have health care or you will pay $5,000 to the government or whatever it was. This is absurd. Impose a detailed federal firearm registration system to which the public, all federal, state, and local law enforcement, all governments, and all branches of the U.S. Armed Forces have complete access to? What? So they can track all of your guns. They track you. They track everything. This is absurd. So the U.S. military at any time can like, this guy may be a threat. We need to take all of his guns and we need to lock him up. This is absurd. Licensing requirements. Must be 21 years of age. Okay, that's whatever. I mean, personally, I don't think there should be a limit, but I think 21's a bit old to buy a gun and actually own it. Undergo a criminal background check. And wait, hold up. A person must be licensed to possess any wait, so people that are below the age of 21 can't use a gun. Oh my god. If you're under 21, this is right what it's saying. You can't own a gun. You can't even possess it. You can't use it. So, kids that like to go hunting, oh, screw you. You can't go hunting. I used to hunt. This is absurd. Undergo criminal background check. Sure, if that takes 5 minutes, I don't really care. Completion of a minimum 24-hour training course. Certify the U.S. Attorney General. Oh, so the Attorney General gets to decide, did you actually complete this course or not? Nah, you don't get a gun. Okay, this is a long one. Undergo a psychological evaluation, and the evaluation does not indicate that the individual is psychologically unsuited to possess a firearm. Okay? As deemed necessary by the licensed psychologist involved, the evaluation include a psychological evaluation for other members of the household in which an individual resides. Did I read that right? Oh my god. So, if you have, like, somebody that's, has mentally disabled, like, they can't do anything, but they can't think right, you can't own a gun. because they're in your house. And as part of the psychological evaluation, the licensed psychologist interviewed any spouse of the individual, any former spouse, and at least 2 persons who are a member of the family of or an associate of the individual to further determine the state of the mental, emotional, and relational stability of the individual in relation to firearms. What? Did I just read that correctly? Excuse me? What? What? This has to be a joke. You gotta be kidding me on this one. So if the psychological person can look up 2 people that hate your guts, that's in your family, like a former spouse that hates you and a former cousin that hates you, they can go with those 2 and be like, you're not mentally fit to own a gun. Really? Successfully complete the training course. Okay, we saw that already. Firearms liability insurance. On insurance of the license, individual must have a mandated firearms liability insurance policy. The fee for the insurance policy is $800 per year. Is that per license? And if so, that's $2,400 a year just to own a gun. Fee, yeah, we saw that. Fee for firearm ammunition license, fee for the antique. Wait, you need to pay for this? Wait, hold on. Time out. Time out. You need a fee for all of this? What happened to the Democrats saying a voter ID is, let's see here. What do they use? It was illegal, racist, discrimination against poor people because you had to pay to get a voter ID. You can get a voter ID for free. You just gotta go to a place and wait 5 minutes. You have to pay people just to own a gun. You have to pay the government to own a gun. And then they say, oh, voter ID is racist. They just push this stuff. Oh my god. So, you can't have a voter ID because it's racist. You have to wait 5 minutes in line to get one. But oh, you gotta pay us thousands of dollars a year just to maybe own a gun. My brain cells. This keeps going. Holy crap, this just keeps going. It shall be unlawful for a person to sell or give a firearm or ammunition to another person unless the person has notified the Attorney General. You have to tell the Attorney General everything you do? This isn't going to stop at guns. Any under the deal table, the government must need to know. It shall be unlawful for a person to loan a firearm or ammunition to another person unless the person has notified the Attorney General. Why does the Attorney General need to know all of this? Including the identity of such other person and the period of which the Attorney General has no right to know who I loan a gun to or borrow to. Like, yeah, if I gave it to someone I knew was going to kill somebody, yeah, but it should be unlawful for a person to transfer firearm or ammunition to an unlicensed person. Oh, there goes hunting. Kids, you can't go hunting anymore. Screw you. It shall be unlawful for a person holding a valid license issued under section blah 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 to transfer firearm to an individual who has not attained 18 years of age. Yeah, I called it! So if you're 13 years old and want to go hunting with your dad, you can't. It shall be unlawful for any person to possess ammunition that is 50 caliber or greater. What? Average caliber ammunition. I don't know this. 30. So hold on. If you own a 55 caliber, you can't own it. What? It shall be unlawful for any person to possess a large capacity feeding device, really. The term large blah 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 means a magazine, bell, drum, all that junk that has a capacity of, or that can be readily restored or converted to accept more than 10 rounds. That's anything! You can convert any of that stuff to hold 10 rounds of ammunition. What? Is this a joke? This is what's been proposed to Congress. So the government can decide who owns a gun. If they say, oh, you could possibly turn that 10 rounder or 10 rounds of ammunition into 11, you can't own the gun. Whoever knowingly violates section blah 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 shall be fined not less than $75,000 and not more than $100,000. Imprisoned not less than 15 years and not more than 25 years, or both. Are you serious? You gotta be kidding me. The transfer shall not be... Oh my god. The transfer shall be fined not less than 100,000, not more than 150,000. So if you accidentally, like, have a gun in your pocket you're technically not licensed for, like that, or in your back of your car that you didn't realize you had it for a couple years. Oh, well, you're going to prison for 15 years. This is absurd! This is the Democrats saying, screw your gun rights. I read this. This isn't a joke. I'll link in the description down below. This is absurd. And I believe in the bill, it also says the government can choose who owns a gun or not, or something like that. This is absurd. Guys, we need to stop this garbage. Do not let them pass this garbage. Please. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is just absurd. Holy crap.